In the world of book publishing, there is a variety of options that we have as authors and as publishers at the palm of our hands. Most notably, what we generally tend to use in the world of independent book publishing and self-publishing is KDP, which is Kindle Direct Publishing via Amazon. We also tend to utilize Ingram Sparks, and we also tend to utilize Barnes & Noble Press. I tend to frequent Barnes & Noble Press myself. The quality of their books is identical to Ingram Spark. However, both Ingram Spark and Barnes & Noble Press, their quality is much finer than Amazon. But Amazon can produce the books at a much higher rate. So depending on your reason and depending on where you're going with it and who you're trying to sell to or what the reason is specifically for, it's going to determine whether or not you use Barnes & Noble Press, Ingram Spark, or Amazon. But let me pivot really quick because I need to talk about another one on the block. This company has been superb. Now, they are not a print-on-demand company. However, the quality in their books is top-notch, even in comparison to Barnes & Noble Press, which I thought for a long time that their books had the best quality. But let me give you an example of a book that my team and I published just recently, and I had it published through Kindle Direct Publishing, and I also purchased in bulk books via Print Nation. So check this out. So right now what you're checking out is my coloring book, Fun Times with John Christmas edition coloring book. This is through Amazon. And don't worry, I'm going to give a comparison here shortly with the book that I had through Print Nation, which is the same book, but again, different ones. This one's also been used by my children. But Amazon's books, it feels good. It has a nice feel to it. You can kind of see through the page a little bit. But that's fine. That's why we make sure we only print it on one page so that when the children or whomever is coloring, it doesn't bleed through. But it feels good. It's not a bad book by any stretch. It's a good book for littles. And yeah, my children coloring on that one. Good book for littles. But let me show you Print Nation's. So this is Print Nation, and as you can see, the biggest thing that stands out immediately is the foil. So Print Nation offers foil, which Amazon does not offer. Neither does Ingram Spark, nor Barnes & Noble Press. So this is quite unique to Print Nation. And as you can see here, the colors are much more vibrant than that of Amazon, though I'm not mad at what Amazon did. But easily the quality with this one is much better. The feel to it, I know you can't feel what I'm feeling since you're not holding it in your hands, but if I could describe it to you, it kind of has like a matte-like feel to it. Feels really smooth on my thumbs as I'm rubbing against it. And the book cover from Amazon did not have that same texture. The texture on this one is much finer and it feels better. And as you can see, the images are much better and it's much harder to see through the page. Unlike the Amazon's paper quality, you are able to kind of see through it. This one, you still can to an extent, but it's not as noticeable. And also the pages are much thicker. The quality of the paper feels more premium. And I'm sure that when the children or whomever decides to color, it will be much easier to maintain it. Here are the images side by side. And as you can see, let you all kind of judge from there. One is vibrant, the other one is not. Both are the same size. Print Nation easily takes the cake on this as a whole. More quality, and they're also reasonably priced. I will link their website in the description of this episode, and I will also link it in my website. So feel free, just go over to my blogs on the website, osirisinkpublishing.com, and click on their link. It'll bring you straight to their page. And yeah, that was my review for Print Nation. A pretty brief one, nothing too extensive, but I just wanted to shout them out, one, because they are just superb. Also, one other thing I need to note, and that is their customer service. They are quick on response. In fact, if you go to their website and you log on, there's generally somebody on their team that will respond to you. And they were responsive to me every single time. I didn't even have to call them. They were able to just get to me within a matter of minutes. And that's putting it lightly. A lot of the times they responded to me within seconds, but sometimes it took like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes at max for them to reach out to me. But They're great overall. Great. I highly recommend Print Nation. I highly encourage those if you're going to be doing any sort of book events like author signings or book signings or book festivals, book fairs. I highly encourage you to go through Print Nation, get your books printed in bulk, and bring those books to those events. Because that's what the people really deserve, is the finest quality if they're going to receive it from you directly. But that's all I got, you all. Thank you all so much. You all take care. I'll catch you next time.